What are these animals' body covering? Again, what are these animals' body covering? Correct. They usually have scales on their body for their protection. Remember, class, that fishes, they usually have scales on their body for its protection. They live in the water. They reproduce by laying eggs. They have tails for moving, fins for steering and maintaining balance, and gills for breathing. These are other examples of fishes. We have mackerel, scad, anchovy, milkfish, lipmouth. Can you give other examples of fishes? Next is reptiles. What are these animals' body covering? They are covered with dry skin and hard scales. Where do reptiles live? Remember that they live in the water and on land, although they are more adaptable to live on land for extended periods of time because they have developed lungs and body structures. Okay? How do reptiles reproduce? You can use our chat box. So they reproduce by laying eggs. Correct. Remember, class, that reptiles, they are covered with dry skin and hard scales. They live in the water and on land, although they are more adaptable to on land for extended periods of time because they have developed lungs and body structures. They reproduce by laying eggs. These are other examples of reptiles. We have iguana, alligator, python, and chameleon. Next is amphibian. What are these animals' body covering? As you notice, they have moist and smooth skin on their bodies. Right, moist skin. Where do amphibians live?
Swamps.
Okay, they can live both in water and on land. They live in water when they are still young, thus they have gills to breathe as they grow older. They live on land, their gills disappear and develop their lungs. Always remember, class, that amphibians, they have moist and smooth skin on their bodies. They can live both in water and on land. They live in water when they are still young, thus they have gills to breathe. As they grow old, they live on land, their gills disappear and develop their lungs. Other examples of amphibians are salamander, bullfrog, that is newt, and poison frog, NEWT. Now, can you identify or give the 5 classifications of vertebrates? Kindly use our chat box. Yes, Princess Camila.
Fish, amphibians, reptiles, mammals, and birds.
Very good. Now, let's have your group work. Try to answer this activity. Identify the characteristics of the different vertebrates by completing the chart using the following description. So this, for the classification, your choices are fish, bird, reptiles, amphibians, and mammals. Body covering, scales, hair, skin, feather. And for the movement, swim, walk, and run, hop, and jump, fly, roll. Let's try to answer the first one. Lizard. What is the classification of lizard? Yes, princess.
Reptile.
Very good. So lizard is classified as reptile. What can you say about its body covering?
Scales.
They have scales.
Lizard have scales. Very good. And for the movement,
Crawl.
Crawl.
Climb.
crawl, and some of them can walk slowly. Next is frog. Okay, wait for a moment, class.